Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Hot Wheels Turbo Racing for the PS1 is a really nostalgic game for me. It brings back a lot of memories, and it's a pretty good racing game at that. I mean, I used to have so much fun with this game. Me and my cousin would play it, and usually I would lose, and I would get vicious. I would get full of hatred because I loved this game so much, and I hated losing. He would shove it in my face, he would laugh at me, make fun of me for losing. But you know what, Justin? It doesn't matter anymore, okay? I hope you're watching this, motherfucker, because I'm better than you, okay? Guess what I've got? I've got a convertible, okay? What do you have? I bet you're still sitting in your pea-stained underwear in mommy's basement. Okay, anyways, enough of all of that. Okay, so here's the menu screen where you pick your tracks and your cars, and at the beginning, you don't have very many cars or tracks to pick from. I'd say probably about 8. But as you progress through the game, as you work your way through the racing ranks, you will get a ton of more tracks, and you add more to this game. And listen to the narrator of these cars. It sounds like it sounds like Hulk Hogan after an intense workout. Red Baron, Speed Blaster.
Red Baron.
So the game is really fun, and one of the things I really liked about it was the turbo system. If you look on the bottom left of the screen, you'll see that you can use turbos. Now, the more flips you do, the more 180s, 360s, different flips, kind of like in Tony Hawk's, where you could do tricks when you went up in the air. Well, think about that only with cars. In this game, you can do any trick you want. You can do flips, and the better the flip, the more flips you do, the more turbos you get, and the more points you get. You move at a rapid speed in this game. It's almost like pod racing. I mean, it's that fast, and the turbos make this game different than any other racing game I've ever played. The turbos are so fun, and I mean, you feel like you're in space flying at light speed with these turbos. And the controls are really good. That's an important thing in a racing game. If the controls are stiff, if the controls are even a little bit off, then the racing game is going to suck. And the controls in this are crisp and really responsive, and turning is easy. It's one of those games that if you crash, you know it's your fault. If you crash, it's not the game's fault. It's not the aesthetics of the game. It's your fault. And that's why another reason why this game is great, because the controls are great. And a racing game that has bad controls is a shit game. The cars are pretty indestructible. I mean, really indestructible. You would have to literally be going at 900 miles an hour and hit a wall dead on in order for your car to blow up. So dying in this game is hard to do. I mean, the cars are indestructible as hell. I thought that these cars were made out of Superman's semen when I first played this game, that they were so indestructible. The graphics, well, I think the cars look great. It almost looks like PS2 graphics on the cars. Now, the backgrounds, the tracks, the backgrounds are pretty average, maybe a little above average. I mean, it looks good to me. I mean, everybody has a different opinion when it comes to graphics, but to me, the game's graphics are at least average, probably a little better than average, but, you know, like I've said before, graphics do not make a game. So, yeah, that's the review. Good game. Get it if you don't have it. Play it if you haven't played it. And thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.